Welcome back, Belleville, to another episode of Trojan Television. I'm Chris Doyle.
And I'm Maya Dukowitz. So to kick off another great show, we have some study tips for you for second semester. You think this coat looks a little big?
Yeah, I think so, Grant.
Well, I always feel a bit more anxious when exams come around. I usually try to study 10 minutes and then take a break for about 5 minutes, study again for 10 minutes, take a break for 5 minutes. It seems to be the easiest way and keeps me relaxed and helps me remember things easier. Definitely subjects like English, math, history, it would be the more difficult, more challenging subjects. Generally, things like dramatic arts or vocals or even movie making, comtech would be a bit of an easier course to study for. So I would say I usually eat something kind of unhealthy. Like maybe I have my favorite food, which is caramel. I eat something that's really sweet, or I eat a bag of chips. Just get me in the mood, I guess. I would give them the advice of, if you can stay relaxed and try and limit your stress before the exam and during the exam, maybe by chewing gum or something during the exam, you can definitely score better and remember things better. So I highly suggest that.
For me personally, this semester exams are not being that stressful. I have a very light-weighted semester. I do have all my classes are classes I love. They're classes I am passionate for, and not just mandatory classes that I'm doing. I have a comtech class this semester, a photography class, and a drama class. So I do have a brain studying food that I'll always have, and they're craisins, dried up cranberries. I don't know. I just I could take them by the handfuls. They're so good, but having those just helps me relax, helps me stay calm, and for all those grade 9s out there and students who maybe are coming to our country or students who just really haven't experienced a true exam yet, don't stress. You gotta relax and think about it. Take it step by step. You can't just go at it all at once. Don't go at all classes at once either. Trust me, my grade 9 and 10 years, I was not strong in the exam department. I ran 50-60% in all my classes, but now I'm rocking 80s, 90s, and that's because I learned from my mistakes. And I'm going to be honest with you, sometimes it takes a mistake to learn from the best, but sometimes listening from one does just the same. And I'm telling you guys right now, I jumped to the gun. I went through every single class all at once, just started going after it, spent 6-7 hours of studying, and it killed me. It drained me, and then when it came to exam, I didn't know it. So spend 30-40 minutes here. Spend it on one class, then take a break, relax, do some sit-ups. I don't know, play some Minecraft or play a game that you guys like. I don't know. Just get up there and go do some exercise, and without pushing your brain to be studying constantly.
Okay, so I am the coordinator for the International Baccalaureate program here at Moira Secondary School. And what that means is I coordinate and make sure that all the pieces of the IB program are being completed. I work with students to help them choose their pathway within that, and I help them with how to achieve their best while they're in that program. Okay, so the first thing I say is to prioritize your classes. So what is the subject that you are struggling in the most, or you feel you haven't achieved what you want to achieve in the most? And that's the class that you will really want to put the most hours towards or the most time towards. And then once you've prioritized, look at your schedule that your life revolves around. So all your extracurriculars, your work, the time you want to spend with family, all of those things, and plan your time, and then force yourself to stick to it. So looking after yourself, because your brain is a muscle, so looking after yourself is key. So making sure that you're getting enough sleep, enough water, and good food fuels your brain to do its best work. Oh my goodness. I've had people who've worn lucky hats, of course not at Moira. I've had people who have had, specific clothing they wear or a specific pen they write with, or I've had some people do a full physical shakedown just to get the jitters out right before they start. There's other.
Well, welcome back. And kids, Remember those study tips because exams will be coming up soon before you know it. Anyway, Rhea, what are we going to be doing next?
Well, we have some boys basketball, which I've heard they're in 4th place, which is pretty good. So let's check out how they're doing.
I've been playing basketball since grade 9. I've strictly played for Moira. It's never really been my main sport, but I've always loved playing. So plan on playing next year if I stay back. And yeah, it's been about 4 years. Well, we usually start out, we do some laps and then like some pretty serious cardio. That's like, just running back and forth, and then we do some things to get better at doing free throws. Like the whole team will have to line up and shoot some free throws, and then if you don't make a good enough percentage, we run back and forth until we get a good enough percentage. So it's just like we've always been practicing stuff with hard work and perseverance. And, I usually play either something under the net, like close to center, because I'm one of the somewhat taller guys on the team. But if I'm not playing there, then it's closer to like a shooting guard or something like that on the wing, trying to get the ball to the net. Our coach is Trevor Miracle, or TJ. He's been our coach. He usually does the juniors, like when it's the 9s and 10 year. And then this year, our coach, our old coach Bruce, he actually retired from coaching. So Trevor came up, and yeah, he's a great coach. He's a young guy, really energetic, like knows how to talk to the guys, and like keep things pretty fun, easy paced when we're not practicing hard. Well, I just tell them, like, honestly, be yourself out there. Like, if you're scared to miss a shot or you're hesitating, you're always going to play a little bit worse than if you just went with the flow, felt comfortable out there. And honestly, like, be yourself. It's not hard to meet people and make friends when, they can see you're a true, real person. And basketball is a great sport. It's easy to make friends and have a good time. So honestly, just be yourself, and I think everything will go great. We were all in that situation before.
I've been playing basketball since grade 9, and I don't know, I just love to be in the gym shooting some hoops. So just every time I can, I just try to get in the gym and get better each day. So it's always fun being with the guys out there and doing your best. I'm kind of a post player, so I play down low. So I'm kind of do the dirty work and get the rebounds and do all that sort of stuff. So just try to do the best I can. I'm one of the taller players, so have fun with it. Well, maybe if you don't start, but you play on the bench a little bit, you still play a big role in that. If all the guys on the court they're doing their best, but if you're out there cheering and pushing them forward, then makes them maybe run a bit harder and try a bit, like when they're getting tired out there and they hear you screaming on the sidelines, it sort of pushes them to the next level and gives them that next gear.
I'd say in total probably 8 years. So I played for about 4 in elementary, starting grade 4, and I was playing with just at Harry J and for the city team, and then I started playing in high school too. So a lot of shooting and a lot of layups. Fundamentals is like the biggest thing, because when you're in a game, those easy baskets, those you got to make those. Like it's easy points you got to put up, and you got to go through a lot of running and cardio through the drills, and that'll help you keep going throughout the game. If you get tired and you start missing shots, then you got to come off. So I play point guard, so I'm basically the one who brings up the ball, and I kind of have to direct people around and start the play and make the first pass and move and get everybody else moving around so that we can get a shot up. Sometimes the best thing to do is talk to them when you have a chance and just tell them to cut, get open, so you can give them a pass and give them a chance to make something happen. If they're standing around and standing still and they're kind of cold, then they're not going to be able to perform, so you got to get them moving and get them open. I've found almost every year Nicholson's probably one of the best teams, as well as St. T's and Quinny. We're kind of right in the middle there almost every year. We're doing okay. We've actually improved this year. Usually some of the schools like Trenton, Madoc, those are some of the weaker teams. They just don't have as much guys and many athletes. So I actually got a new coach. I've never had Trevor before. He's a younger guy, and he's good just because he understands kind of how the game works now, because there's a lot of new things that are happening in basketball now, different moves and stuff, and he kind of understands when you try those moves that it's not, unnecessary. You're just trying to make something happen, and yeah. getting involved in sports is great in high school. Gives you a feel for what you're really good at, and if you're a good leader and you like being part of a team, that's the biggest thing. If you really like being part of a team and you like playing, then, go play sports. I'd say don't be afraid, like if you don't think you're very good, it doesn't matter. And there's lots and lots of time to improve, go to the Y, stay at the gym after school and just practice and get better and better. And even if you don't have the talent off the start, I mean, I've seen players improve like greatly and got a lot of practice, and they're really good. So.
Hi, I'm Megan Zell with Trojan Television, and we're going to see if we can catch up with some of Moira's basketball players. Hi, I'm Megan here from Trojan Television. How long have you been playing organized basketball?
I've been playing about 2 years.
And what position do you play, and what are your responsibilities?
Point guard and running the offense.
And how's your season going so far?
It's going very well. We have a winning record.
And the top teams in the league are?
Picton and St. Teresa's.
And what would a typical practice look like for you guys?
We work on our fast break and our offense.
Hi, I'm Megan from Trojan Television. How long have you been playing basketball?
3 years, 2 in public school, and this is my first year high school.
And what position do you play, and what are your responsibilities?
Forward, and just like driving and stuff like that. Yeah.
And how's the season going so far?
Good. We're 5-2. Yeah.
And tonight you're playing St. Paul's. How does your team compare to them?
I think we did pretty good in the first half. We kind of slacked off a little bit in the second half because we were getting pretty tired. There was only 8 of us, I think. Yeah. I would say Centennial and Quinny, or Quinny or St. Teresa's. The press break? No, pressing. Yeah, we did well on pressing the other team, St. Paul's. And I think we could work on our boxing out and the angling our shots better for layups. Yeah.
All right, I'm here with Mr. Crawford. So what are your responsibilities as a coach?
Actually, I coach with Tammy Kenzie, one of the phys ed teachers here at school. And my job was to recruit a lot of the players that actually we have on the team. And we've assembled a pretty athletic group of guys. And I'm actually learning a lot from Miss Kenzie because she played university basketball, and I didn't. But I've coached a lot at the elementary school level, and I wanted to try and have a new challenge. And by coaching high school boys at the junior level, it's a good introduction.
And what have you made sure that you taught your team?
Hard work, and to take pride in everything you do on the floor and at practice. And I'm kind of the bad cop, and Miss Kenzie's the good cop. So it's a joint role, we really enjoy coaching these
All right,
guys.
so what are some of your goals for your team?
The goal was to finish in the top 5 in the league in league play, and I think we should realize that goal. We're 5-2 as of tonight, and we have another game tomorrow, and hopefully we can ride that as another win, and we'd be 6-2. We haven't played a couple of really, really tough teams, and when we do, I think we're going to be in for a rough ride because we got a lot of guys that are quite young and don't have a lot of basketball experience. So this has been a good introduction for them, and they know that they can compete, and that's all we ask for those guys every night is try your best.
Okay, guys, it's time to say goodbye now.
We'll see you in March.